Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Nerd Day podcast. I'm your host, your doctor recommended dose of nerdiness, aka your Nerd Day. Thank you for coming here. We got another Nerd Day reviews coming for you and coming back into the swing of things, still all super congested, so pardon me for how I sound today. But yeah, just wanted to do some more Nerd Day reviews. I got some written portions done, so I kind of wanted to do some videos. These were long overdue, but life is crazy. But first, before we kick into the episode itself, I want to give a shout out to my December Patreons. That's right, you can follow me at patreon.com/nerdaday if you want to throw a couple bucks my way, help me get a new GPU for this beautiful PC I have over here, and I can get these videos out quicker. you know. All right, but we're gonna give a shout out to hopefully awesome Matt and Maggie. Love you guys so much. They are awesome. Check out their Smallville podcast. Going back to Smallville. Jeff Felsher, brother from another mother. Love you so much, brother. Susan, thank you so much for always having my back and always just championing me. Rest Pass, my partner in crime, open at apronworkpodcast.com. Wow, I am definitely messed up. apronworkpodcast.com. We're back. Our latest episode just posted as the time of this recording, which is about Vince McMahon and him being just horrible. So, take that one with a grain of salt. That's kind of rough. But it's, we're back. We're back and we got it out the way. And Brandon, thank you so much, man, for always just being like only a text away and always helping me with like technical stuff and supporting me on Patreon. But as you can read from the title, we are reviewing Horizon Forbidden West. That's right. I actually beat this game a little bit ago. Want to say, yeah, I'm trying to see when I beat this game, but I definitely beat this game a few months ago, and I was writing reviews, and then I just kind of fell off the wayside and then just take care of life stuff. But wanted to get that out here. So, Horizon Forbidden West, developed by Guerrilla Games, published by PlayStation Studios, played on a PS5 digital edition. Story is why I mainly play games, and Forbidden West continues the trend of strong storytelling from its previous entry. Now, it's not without its issues, which we'll get to in a bit, but Guerrilla came out swinging when they developed Zero Dawn. It's nothing you haven't heard many people talk about previously, but it's still crazy to see that the studio that brought us 4 Killzone entries makes such a leap in Zero Dawn and its successor, Forbidden West. Seeing Aloy deal with the trauma that she had defeating Hades in Zero Dawn and distancing herself from her friends was a departure I didn't see coming. And then the world opens up so vastly story-wise. It's great to see some non-spoiler highlights. Uh, we have like the opening cinematic with Silence explaining what happened during Zero Dawn. It's a good touch, especially in the time period we haven't had, between playing the games. Aloy shitting on my man Varl's beard. Not cool. Not cool. That beard was fire, as PlayStation sources Kevin Diaz would say. Actually, we actually had a DM to each other about how awesome his beard was. The coolest area so far, no pun intended, is the bulwark. I love the colors and the clothes that you get that the tribe wears, and then the armor pieces that you can get in that tribe. And then Moreland just wanting to get Embers to remember his Gramps is a sweet and endearing. That was a nice little side quest right there. So with this is going to come the next spoiler section where we kind of go into the meat and potatoes of the story and some stuff I liked and obviously some stuff I didn't, and why the overall score is what it is at the end. The Far Zenith plot was so cool. Getting to see some crazy sci-fi as much as you get in a game set in a post-apocalyptic world where there are robot dinosaurs. And that is correct. I did say if you never played Horizon, it is post-apocalyptic. There was apocalypse, and there was a post-apocalypse, and then there's apocalypse again, and then there's post after that. So, and there's robot dinosaurs. That's Horizon. Coming soon to Netflix. Them being immortal, the Far Zenith, people being immortal beings who are, to be fair, kind of crazy because the human brain shouldn't be alive that long, was very cool as well. Them making a clone of Elizabeth was shocking at first. I really didn't see that coming, and I love the developing story between Beta throughout Forbidden West. Freeing her from Farzina's grasp and the arguments between her and Aloy was very compelling to see, especially Varl's compassion for her compared to Aloy's coldness hit very home how damaged Aloy was because she was forced away from the village at such a young age and didn't grow around many people other than Rost. It just showed like she has this distancing herself, especially with the whole plot kind of being, I made friends, I'm gonna distance myself. Like the second that all that went down. She's very alone in the beginning of the game. The supporting cast this time around was awesome as well, meaning Zoe and Katalu was a treat, and Zoe and Varl's blossoming relationship was very beautiful as well. I do love the subtlety of Aloy pushing so many away, either as friends or possible love interests, because of the mission to fix Earth and her disappointment at Varl getting this relationship with Zoe. Now, I don't think Aloy had feelings for Varl in a romantic sense, more as friends, but his pursuing a relationship with Zoe, I think, hurt Aloy in the sense that she missed out on so much by isolating herself to the mission. Also, let's talk about how much a badass Zoe is. She comes from a peaceful village and a tribe, but will not hesitate to fight for her people, which often puts her at odds with the higher ups of her village. I thought that was really cool. She was an amazing character that was introduced this time around. Zoe's revenge at the end of the game was chef's kiss. Why did she need to get revenge? Well, we'll get to that and things I had an issue with in the next section. But yeah, the whole mission there and her getting the revenge for what happened to Varl, very poignant and very, very well done. But this is where we kind of get to the negative things of Horizon. By now, with so many reviews out there, I think it's universally agreed that the main antagonists, Tilda, Sylens, and Regalia, were very underutilized, especially all three performances, having Tilda being Carrie-Anne Moss, Regalia being Angela Bassett, and Sylens a returning Lance Reddick. All three were very underutilized. I really would like to see more of them. Varl's death. Yeah. So let's talk about them killing the most compelling companion in Horizon. Did I see it coming from a mile away? Yes. Did it hurt any less? No. Months later, I'm not sure his death was necessary, but it did give me an emotional impact still. That's where the conflict lies for me. Did Varl need to die? And also, to be fair, a lot of criticism has come with the fact that Varl, being one of the only black characters, is killed to further the mission. That is a trope that happens quite often. And I think it's fair to bring it up. Now moving on to Tilda. Carrie-Anne Moss killed it. As I mentioned before, I could have used more of her, but her heel turn at the end and trying to steal Aloy to go to another planet because she was in love with Elizabeth was nuts. And then finding out that although Tilda is the final boss of this game, she's not even the reason for all Zero Dawn or Forbidden West. That is Nemesis. Now, Nemesis. Let's get into that. Nemesis is an AI collective consciousness of the Far Zeniths who crave more than physical immortality. Did you get that? Okay, it's a lot. Now, I'm not upset about the idea of Nemesis as this big Thanos level bad guy for the crew. It's more how at the end it's like, okay, the Zeniths are bad, but we have Tilda. Okay, Tilda used us to get to this rocket. Wait, she's not even the main bad guy? This thing is in space and it's on its way and we have to fight her anyway because we still can't move on romantically. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess I say minor, but it's really major issues with the game. It does, I don't want to say it falls apart at the end, but it doesn't neatly wrap everything in a bow. Now, obviously, we have to look forward to Nemesis being this new big bad and Aloy and her companions having access to all this new technology. So there might be something they can do there with that, but we'll see how Horizon 3 plays out. Gameplay wise, it's for all intents and purposes still Zero Dawn, just with some new moves, weapons, traversal, and 60 frames per second for me at least. Some people don't like it. I don't mind it. Some late game traversal unlocks slowed the game for me. Hard to say when they had a design narrative how to unlock flying, but selfishly, I wish they unlocked it earlier. Because I'm a dad too, and my time is limited. This being one of my first reviews, and kind of get the idea I mentioned earlier, story is king for me in video games. The Horizon Forbidden West has a very compelling story, with a massive late game tease of what's to come. While it stumbles a bit at the end, I highly recommend playing it, and that is why I give Horizon a 4 out of 5, which means great on the Nerd Today scale. So, yeah, that is it. Just a quick little review for all you video and audio listeners out there. And yeah, there's going to be more of these to come. And I'm just happy to kind of get back to it. As I mentioned, yeah, Horizon is a 4 out of 5. I think the game is great, not without its issues. I would like to see what you think. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about the game, and did you like it? Did you want to see more of it? Are you excited for the VR quest that we're getting soon? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you next time.